Story. Once upon a time, there lived a poor hunter with his wife. One day, the hunter went to the bush and caught a bird. He took the bird home and made a nest for it to lay eggs. The next morning, the hunter went to the nest to check if the bird had laid any eggs. To his surprise, the bird had laid a golden egg. The farmer went to town and sold the golden egg for a good price. The bird laid one golden egg every day, and the hunter sold the eggs and became rich. But the hunter wanted to make more money at once, so he decided to kill the bird and cut her open so he could harvest all the eggs and sell them at once. And when he did, he discovered that the bird had no golden eggs in her tummy. Now, the hunter and his wife lost the bird, and they would never get any golden eggs again. What lesson did you learn from the story told? You would notice that the hunter and his wife are not contented with what they have. Rather, they allowed their greed to overcome their needs. Hello, welcome to ExamPadi. Our topic today is contentment. And in this video, we will learn about contentment and its attributes. We will mention ways we can practice contentment and discuss the negative effects that lack of contentment has on the society. Now, what do we mean by contentment? Contentment is a state of being satisfied and grateful for what we have, rather than constantly striving for more. In a world where materialism is prevalent, it is important for you to understand the fine line between rightful and unwanted desires. If you're constantly equating success to having more stuff, irrespective of whether you need it or not, it can lead to a never-ending cycle of dissatisfaction and unhappiness. What are the attributes of contentment? Attributes of contentment include 1. Satisfaction. Satisfaction is the fulfillment of expectations or desires. A contented person is always satisfied with what he can honestly acquire, and so he endeavors to live within his means. 2. Justice and fairness. Contentment produces justice and fairness. This is possible because people are not interested in cheating other people to amass wealth for themselves by being unfair. 3. Tolerance. This is the appreciation of diversity and letting others live. Contentment makes an individual accept others the way they are. 4. Hard work. It involves a great deal of effort in doing what is necessary. Contentment propels a man to work hard to achieve a higher goal. 5. Absence of envy and jealousy. A major attribute of contentment is the absence of envy. A contented person is never envious of those who are more fortunate than he is. He believes that with patience and hard work, he will surely progress in life. 6. Hatred for greed. Contentment makes a man or woman dislike greed. It makes a man shun a grab-it-all tendency in whatever he does. An example of the grab-it-all tendency is seen in the hunter in the story told. A man who is content, is not greedy, will never cheat, steal, or deceive others in order to gain wealth. He detests all forms of corruption. 7. Hatred for corruption. A contented person guards against all forms of corrupt practices such as bribery, embezzlement of funds, misappropriation of government funds, and so on. He prefers making money or progress in a clean, decent, and godly way. 8. Humility. This is a state of meekness or lowliness of mind. A contented person is neither boastful nor arrogant. He does not look down on others, but treats them with dignity and respect. Benefits of contentment include 1. It promotes mental and emotional health. When you are content, you are less likely to experience anxiety, stress, and depression. 2. It fosters gratitude. Contentment helps you to cultivate a positive outlook on life and makes you appreciate what you have rather than constantly worrying about what you don't have. 3. It increases resilience. When you're content, you are better able to cope with challenges. 4. It helps you develop strong relationships. Contentment helps you not to be critical or jealous of others. You are able to see the good in others and appreciate what they have, rather than constantly worrying and comparing yourself to others. This mindset helps you build strong and supportive relationships. 5. Contentment supports financial responsibility. Children who are content are less likely to be impulsive shoppers and less likely to overspend. Lack of contentment leads to a lot of problems in the society. Some of these problems are 1. Conflict and violence. This involves clashes and destructions caused by humans in order to forcefully take things from others. Lack of contentment often leads to chaos and violence in the society. 2. Retrogression in the economy. Lack of contentment makes people divert funds meant for developmental projects into their personal purses. Such projects would have boosted economic development and growth in communities or the nation at large. 3. Dents on national image. Lack of contentment makes people commit atrocities that dent the nation's image abroad. 4. Corruption. Lack of contentment by people in the society often leads to corrupt practices such as bribery, forgery, embezzlement of funds, and so on. 5. Theft. Men and women who are not content with their status or resources find all means to steal in order to acquire more possessions. A discontented child may indulge in stealing at home or school. 6. Cheating. Some businessmen engage in all kinds of cheating to make excess profits. Some traders also use padded things in measuring garri, rice, and other food items for unsuspecting customers in order to cheat them. Other examples include robbery, kidnapping, examination malpractices, dominance over personalities, and many others. Thank you for learning about contentment with me. Remember that contentment is essential for your overall well-being and success in life. Contentment promotes mental and emotional health, fosters gratitude, increases resilience, develops strong relationships, and supports financial responsibility. Cultivate the virtue of contentment by practicing the attributes of contentment discussed in this lesson. I'll see you in our next video. Bye!